Welcome back, Freedom Protectors, to the Marine Gun Building Channel. Today, we're going to answer some of the most common questions that new builders have. What are the models of Polymer 80? What can I build with the Polymer 80? And what colors do they have? So I got a whole bunch of freedom right here, locked and loaded, ready to go. We're going to jump on down and we're going to go pro. Are you ready? Let's rock, baby. Alright, this is going to be a fun video. Let's talk colors, models, and compatibility of the Polymer 80. So first is going to be obviously their most popular color, which is the black frame. Everybody who builds a Polymer 80 has a black frame. Okay, so this is the most popular color here. We have OD green, one of my favorites. We have gray. And I'm just going to leave this one out for a second because this is cobalt. And we always get the question, well, what's the difference between gray and cobalt? So I want you to kind of be able to look at the contrast here between the two. Cobalt is darker than the gray. All right, so gray and cobalt, we'll put those aside. This one is blue titanium. This is, kind of one of their add-on colors. Really popular in the CL and the SC. Can be very difficult to find in other models outside of that, though. Okay, but this one is blue titanium. And then we have FDE, probably the second most popular color in the lineup, the flat dark earth. And we'll leave this one out for a second as well because this is Coyote. This is a Brownell's exclusive frame. The only place you're going to get this color is at Brownell's. And you can see it's very close to flat dark earth, okay? FDE is just a shade lighter than the Coyote frame itself. So there's a good shot of the difference between the two. All right, and then we always have the beloved white frame. They don't make this. This is discontinued, but every now and then you might be lucky enough to come across one. It's a really sought after color. Again, it's discontinued, so if you're able to find one, it's just one that's been either sitting on a shelf for a very long time or somebody who hasn't built it. Now, the only color I don't have here is the Robin's Egg Blue, and that falls into the same category of this white. It's discontinued. You can't get it. And unfortunately, I don't have one. But I don't have one, fortunately, because I've given it away in past giveaways, okay? So this is the color spectrum of the Polymer 80. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Polymer 80 lineup for the models, okay? The first is going to be the PF9 SS. This is the Glock 43 single stack. This is their newest frame that they have brought to market. At the time of this recording, though, we're waiting for them to bring it back. They introduced it, and then Glock had some changes to the Glock 43, and Polymer 80 is adapting the frame to meet those changes. So this is a very, very, very popular build amongst builders. I mean, it was selling out extremely quick the minute they introduced it, and it's understandable, right? It's highly concealable Glock single stack frame. So again, this is the PF9 SS. Then we have the PF940 SC, the subcompact, and this is going to be your Glock 26, your Glock 27, or your Glock 33. Okay. Then we have the PF940C. This is going to be our compact version. This is going to be the Glock 19, the Glock 23, or the Glock 32. And we're going to get to some of that in a second, all right? Then we have a hybrid frame. This is the PF940CL. This is a full-length upper with a compact grip, and this is very unique to Polymer 80, and it also happens to be my favorite frame, okay? Now, at the end of last year, it was discontinued, but after that happened, Midway now has the exclusive rights in their partnership with Polymer 80 to sell it as a reseller. So if you want a CL, the only place at this time that you can get it is through Midway USA, okay? But again, PF940CL is a full-size upper and a compact grip. Then we have the full-size frame. This is the PF940 V2. This is going to be your Glock 17, Glock 22, Glock 31. Okay, beautiful frame, full frame. Very, very popular, one of their most popular frames. And then we have the PF45. So this is going to be your big boy. This is going to be for a Glock 20 SF in 10mm or a Glock 21 SF in 45 ACP. Okay, so that's pretty much this lineup here as far as Polymer 80 frames go. Now, this is direct from Polymer 80. Now, we also have, let me put that over here, some new additions to our market in the 80%. Some people, they do have agreements with at 100% frames, but in 80% frames is all I really cover, okay? So this is going to be the Strike Industries family of Polymer 80s. It's all going to be the compact PF940C models, okay? But they've got 4 different colors. They've got the OD green, they've got the gray, they've got the black, and they have an FDE at this time. All right, so this is going to be the Strike Industries version of it. I'm going to clean this up and let's go over the compatibility. Okay, let's talk about compatibility. Now, I'm only going to talk about the one-to-one relationship, okay? So a Polymer 80 frame to a Glock model, because the truth here is that we do so many crazy things between chops and conversions and long slides, and you know, as you get into this building stuff, we become very unique and people think outside the box and just do a ton of fantastic stuff and fantastic setups. So I don't want to overwhelm new people and confuse them. So I'm going to talk about each model and then how that relates to the Glock lineup, okay? So the first, again, this is the PF9 SS. This is a single stack Glock 43, okay? This is the PF940 SC, again, the subcompact. This is going to line up to a Glock 26, 9mm with 10 rounds, a Glock 27, 40 caliber with 9 rounds, or a Glock 33, 357 with 9 rounds, okay? And as I'm saying this, I'm probably going to put up some charts that'll make you have a visual cue. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create you some charts. I'll put that up there, and then I'll have them available for download so you're not rewinding and watching this 1,000 times, okay? So don't worry as much as I start to spout off Glock language. I'll have resources available for you to download, okay? So again, PF940 SC. Then we'll get into the compact. This is the PF940C, and this is going to be a Glock 19 with 15 rounds, a Glock 23, 40 cal with 13 rounds, or a Glock 32, 357 SIG with 13 rounds, okay? PF940C. Then we get into the full size of Polymer 80. This is the PF940 V2. And this is going to be a lot of different builds that you can do off of this platform, okay? We're going to start with the Glock 17, which is a 9mm, 17 rounds. We can do a Glock 17 long. Okay, that's an actual model of Glock. So we can do a Glock 17 long, 9mm. It's going to be 17 rounds as well. We can also do a Glock 34 upper on this frame, which is also 9mm and 17 rounds. Okay, now in 40 cal, we can do Glock 22 40 cal with 15 rounds. We can do a Glock 24 40 cal with 15 rounds. We can do a Glock 35 40 cal with 15 rounds. And then in the 357 SIG family, we can do a Glock G31 with 15 rounds. Whew, I know, that's a lot of information, okay? Now it's going to get a little crazier because Polymer 80 made this frame, which is the PF940CL, which is the hybrid. So the CL, again, is going to be this Glock 17 upper with that compact grip, okay? That's basically what the CL is. So now this is going to do a lot of stuff as well. All right, so with the CL, we're going to do basically everything that we can do on the full size, that V2 that I just covered, except the round count's going to be different because it's the shorter grip. It's the compact grip. In the 9mm family, again, you can do the Glock 17 upper with the 19 mags, 9mm, 15 rounds. We can do a 1917L hybrid, so we can do that Glock 17 upper here, the 17 long upper, all right, and we can use 15 round mags with this frame. Then we can use a 34 upper, all right, and we can use 15 rounds down here. For the 40 cal family, it's going to be the same thing, okay? We can use that 22 upper with our 23 mags. We can use a 24 upper with the 13 round mag. We can use a 35 upper with a 13 round mags. And then now the 357 SIG is going to be the same thing, okay? It's going to be our 31 upper with our 32 mags. Okay, so this is the hybrid frame, and we love this one because we do so much crazy stuff with it. Okay, and then we have our beloved PF45, our big boy. So this is going to relate to a Glock 20 SF, which is a 10 millimeter, and with 15 rounds, or a Glock 21 SF 45 ACP with 13 rounds. So there we have it, Freedom Protector. We have a beautiful lineup of Polymer 80 frames to meet your 80% addiction, okay? Like I said, I'll put all the information up that I just went over because I know I threw a lot of Glock lingo at you. I'll put it up in visual format for you to download in our resource center, okay? That's it for today. Semper Fi, do or die.